Hi, I'm Nico Antonio Prenocito, Nico for short, and I'm the founder and president of Scholar Power, a nonprofit with the mission of promoting academic excellence, recognizing, supporting, and empowering student scholars, and working to change the culture surrounding academic achievement. This is the first of a series of short videos with the goal of preparing students for the PSAT. As a senior in high school who scored high enough on the PSAT to be a National Merit semifinalist, hopefully a finalist, I have first-hand knowledge of what it takes to be successful on the PSAT, and I want to share that with other students like you to empower you with the knowledge of how to do your best on the PSAT. This first video is called, What is the PSAT and Why Does It Matter? PSAT stands for Preliminary SAT. The SAT was originally called the Scholastic Aptitude Test, and then it was called the Scholastic Assessment Test, and now it's just called the SAT. The PSAT is like a pre-test for the SAT. It has basically the same structure, but it's slightly shorter. Both the SAT and the PSAT have two main sections: evidence-based reading and writing, and math. The evidence-based reading and writing section is divided into two sections: reading and writing in language. The math section is also divided into two sections: math with calculator and math no calculator. The PSAT NMSQT is the PSAT National Merit Scholarship Qualifying Test that students take in their junior year to qualify for the National Merit Scholarship Program. And this is one of the main reasons why the PSAT is so important. It's how you qualify for National Merit. Being a National Merit commended student, semifinalist, or finalist can open the door to scholarships and financial aid, as well as admission to the college of your choice. I'm not going to go into National Merit at this point, but if you'd like to find out more about the National Merit Scholarship Program, go to their website at nationalmerit.org. Another reason the PSAT is important is because it's a practice test for the SAT. Most colleges require the SAT or ACT for admission, and even though this year is different due to COVID-19 and many colleges are waiving the testing requirement, that's probably going to be short-lived. Some people say that colleges are transitioning away from requiring the SAT for admission, but college admissions coach Stephanie DeFalco says that the SAT or ACT will always be required for admission into top-tier universities because they use student scores as a factor in their national ranking, and those scores will always be a factor in scholarship selection. So you need to be prepared for the PSAT, which in turn will help you to be prepared for the SAT. This is the introductory video in a series of videos about the PSAT. For each video, I will suggest some action steps that you can take to be prepared for the PSAT and SAT. Action step number 1. Go to the College Board website and create your account if you haven't already done so. The College Board administers the PSAT and SAT, and their website is collegeboard.org. When you create your account, make sure that you use an email address that you'll have access to after high school. I suggest creating a new email that's just for taking the PSAT, SAT, and ACT because you'll get bombarded with emails from colleges after you take the tests, and you don't want that cluttering up your main email account. By creating a student account on collegeboard.org, you'll have access to all kinds of study prep material, much of it for free. I used the free practice tests there, and they really helped me to get familiar with the types of questions and the pacing of the test. Action step number 2. Go talk to your high school counselor about the PSAT and SAT, specifically about these two topics. First, if you're a sophomore or younger, ask if you can take the PSAT at your school during your sophomore year in addition to taking it during your junior year. This practice will help you to score better in your junior year when it counts for National Merit. All U.S. high schools give the PSAT to their juniors, but not all give the PSAT to their sophomores, or not to all of their sophomores. If your counselor can arrange for you to take the PSAT as a sophomore, you'll have an advantage. Secondly, while you're talking to your counselor, ask if you qualify for the free SAT fee waiver. If you are in the free or reduced price lunch program, you probably qualify, and you may qualify even if you aren't in those programs. Don't pass this up. If you get a fee waiver, you can get all kinds of free stuff from the College Board, not just a free SAT test. So to wrap it up for today, make sure you create an account on collegeboard.org and make sure you talk to your counselor. If you have any questions about the topics I discussed in this video, feel free to leave a comment, or if you'd like to ask a private question, email scholarpowerinfo@gmail.com.